It's Corey with Sims Investment Management, and this is another monthly market update. It's January 2021. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and their new year is off to a great start. 2020, what a year. I'm not going to spend this 3 or 4 or 5 minutes talking about everything that happened last year. I feel like that's probably been beaten to death. But I do want to mention a couple highlights of the fact that the market, even in all the turmoil and all the uncertainty, ended up finishing the S&P 500 around 18% for the year when you consider what the total return is with dividends. It's absolutely fantastic, and it shows that the market cannot be timed. I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but that message seems to kind of be like vitamin C. We hear it, we get it, but we don't retain it. We hear something else, and then all of a sudden we start to doubt that, or we think that, maybe this is the time that the market can be timed, right? But 2020 was a perfect example of you don't mix politics with investments, right? You have a financial plan and you work the plan. And you don't try and time that plan. Just like every time it's going to thunderstorm, you don't go out into your yard and dig up your big beautiful tree in your yard and move it into your garage. And then when it gets too sunny outside, you don't go dig it up and move it into your garage. You plant the tree and you let it grow, you nurture it, you water it, you give it some Miracle Grow, and over 20 years you have a beautiful tree. That's how finances work too. Don't try and time the market and make changes. I want to talk about the proxy voting that a lot of clients have been getting. Proxy voting, it gets sent out frequently throughout the year, board of directors. This most recent one was for Morgan Stanley buying out Eaton Vance. We use an Eaton Vance fund here, and so several of you have been getting calls, emails, letters over the past couple months. I know this recent letter from AST was a little bit more of a concerning letter for clients, and we've gotten a lot of calls and emails. We sent out an email about that earlier in the week. This proxy vote, you're not required to vote. We can't inform you on how to vote, similar to we can't tell you how to vote in a political election. It's in our management agreement. Because of compliance rules, we cannot tell you how to vote, but it is very simple. If you decide to do it, it's 2 questions. It'll take you 2 or 3 minutes. Next, I want to talk a little bit about, starting to get the question again, oh my gosh, is it time to sell out of the market because of where the market is and how good of a year we had last year? I get forwarded newsletters all the time, articles all the time. My favorite one from this past month was someone forwarding me a newsletter about an expert recommending the number one thing you should do for your retirement portfolio. And he talked about adding international stocks into a portfolio. And his rationale for why you should have international investments into your portfolio was the fact that in the past 52 years, 27 of them, U.S. stocks have done better, and in 25 of them, international stocks have done better. Well, that's fine and dandy, but that doesn't take into consideration what the markets did in those 27 years or in those 25 years. And so I went on a research project with Anurag to extrapolate that data. And had you taken this expert's advice, this award-winning author's advice, you would have drastically underperformed in your retirement accounts by having the international exposure that he's recommended, almost 2 to 1. The U.S. based markets have outperformed international based markets, at least in the past 3 to 4 decades, almost 2 to 1. So when I get these newsletters and these articles from clients wondering, should we do this or should we do that, I would say, look at the author, use a little common sense, and remember that a lot of these are just clickbait articles. They put big titles in the advertisements. Number one thing to do on your portfolio. Don't miss this secret. Top pick for 2021. It's very, very superlative language. And just don't fall into the trap of then starting to question your portfolio. We're here managing your portfolio for you. We do this every day. If there's changes that we think that need to happen to your portfolio, we're going to do them for you. And I can assure you that a opinion article on Yahoo Finance is not where you need to be getting your financial news. You need to leave it to somebody that does this every day, who is an expert. Similar to, you probably don't go ask random strangers on the street for health advice. You go to a professional, you go to a doctor. So that's it for this month. If you have any questions, I know there's a lot to talk about right now in the market. If you have any questions, please reach out and give us a call. Please forward this video to anybody that you think might need to hear this message. And we look forward to talking and working with you guys in 2021. Thanks.